I'm Wilson Bateman, author of the 7 Safety Habits That Can Save Your Life. We're going to talk about part of the program today. We're going to talk a little bit about coaching. And sometimes I go out in the field and people say to me, well, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at going out and having a conversation with somebody out there performing a task. Fair enough, fair enough. It is a life skill. And usually it's a life skill that started early. Think about it. You may have been coached some years ago. Let's go back a little while. Let's go back a few years. You're running down the hall with a pair of scissors. Now what happened? What happened? Well, somebody stopped you, didn't they? They stopped you and said, hey, running with the scissors is probably not a good idea. As a matter of fact, you could get hurt doing that. So they observed what you did. They recognized that it was unsafe. They had a conversation with you about what you did, and they helped you address it. And if you think about it for a second, I bet today you're no longer running with the scissors, are you? So when you start to think about coaching, coaching is something that happens to us all, and it's something that we're involved with our entire life. But I do recognize that it is difficult. And over the years, what I've done is I've tried to come up with simple models to make some of this stuff a little easier. And the model that we use here, we've got a coaching model, and all it really says is consistently observe, analyze, communicate, and help. So to be a coach, you just follow this basic model. You want to be consistent in your approach. You don't want to be coaching here and not coaching over there, all over the place. One minute you're cranky, next minute you're on board. It's tough to coach, so you want to think about a consistent approach to it. When you go to observe, you want to go out and take a look at the task. And don't get me wrong, I don't mean stay out there for months and study the thing, but let's go take a look at how the work is being performed. And that requires then a little bit of analysis after the observation, scratching the old noggin. Does it look okay? Is it at risk? Hey, if it looks okay, then let's recognize that person for safe performance. Hey, well done. If it doesn't look okay, then that means we need to talk about it. What's going on here? Because ultimately at the end of the day, guess what? We don't want you hurt. Right? So, we got to think about, okay, where do we go from here? So that takes us into the communication piece. And sometimes the communication piece can be tough. And you're absolutely right. There are people out there that are grumpy. And they're cranky sometimes, and you got to talk to them. And the problem is, it takes a bit of work to do that, but the upside is you already know who they are. Take a look around. They might be with you right now. So when you start to think about communication, it is tough. It is tough, and the idea is, again, practicing the model. The last little piece is helping. Think about the goal. Think about any coach you ever had in your life. At the end of the day, they were there to help. And that's exactly what we're trying to do with the model. I'm Wilson Bateman. Thanks for watching.